Hi, welcome back to 32 Ways to Connect. I'm Mary. We're on day 20. Today's word is stillness. This may not be the most obvious thing we think of when we think of connection. Usually, when we think of ways that help us connect, we're in motion, we're in movement, and a lot of things we've talked about in the past couple weeks absolutely have been about moving our energy out or in or directing it in some way. So let's step back for a minute. And our bodies, our being, mind, spirit, emotions, all of us needs a balance between two different types of energetic called yin and yang. Yang energy represents the daytime, it's the sunlight, it's activity, it's the thing that moves us out into our world, into being, it wants things. Yin energy is represented in the nighttime. It's receptive, it's quiet, it's cool, it's restful. And for us to maintain our sense of health in all of those areas, our own unique sense of balance and what we need, it is found in those two opposites being nourished in our own unique sense and finding a way of balance with both of them, holding both of them in our world and in our life. When I was an acupuncturist and I treated people, there was usually an excess of one or deficiency of another, and there was always some kind of dance of rebalancing, and that's okay. As we move through the world, we usually don't realize what it is that we need until something is barking at us, either internally or externally, right? We need cues and indicators. However, the amazing thing with stillness is that by bringing this into your life, maybe even just once or twice a day, 5 minutes to 20 minutes, committing to rest, that sense of non-doing, stillness, that can help us to connect more deeply into what's actually happening within our bodies, what it is that we need within our being, in our relationship with ourselves. It can allow us to hear deeper messages within us. Stillness in our relationships is also really beautiful. It's wonderful when we can connect with someone through talking or through touch. However, just the magic of sitting with someone on a bench, maybe taking in a sunrise or a sunset, not needing to say anything or do anything, having a beloved sit directly in front of you, and even though you aren't speaking, there's still a definite connection and a communication between the two of you. So thinking of profound connection that maybe you have already experienced through stillness, just in some of the examples I've given you. And of course, this stillness of just being in nature, of maybe being in the building that you pray in or you meditate in, coming into that restful state and that divine connection with something that feels greater, right? Stillness, an amazing way to connect to that. So, how can we start building our stillness muscle, right? Or our capacity or tolerance for slowing down and becoming more still in our lives and throughout our day? Pulled one card. I pulled the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups really is this sense of opportunity and abundance in our emotional bodies, and really a lot of times in the representation of like a loving sense, of a full overflowing sense. So fulfillment could be one word that I think of when I think of the Ace of Cups, but this opportunity around self-fulfillment and fulfillment around life. In an energetic standpoint, sometimes it can look like, well, it can look like love, it can look like fulfillment. So, wishing that for you, that in your connection, maybe to that main point within you, that you have the feeling sense of love. That's your direct bullseye to feeling love. And maybe it can initiate or start with thinking of a person you love or a thing that you love and starting to grow from there. But starting with that loving energetic and allow love or fulfillment, that sense of fulfillment, that's another way of saying it, be the catalyst that moves you into stillness as opposed to action and see what magic comes. So I leave you with that. Take what's useful, dismiss what's not. All my love to each one of you, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.